Well, today we planned on talking about the WFP and how they could change things up to be successful, but Hiller and Savon took that already. So unlike the WFP, we're going to pivot next.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me.
It's lunchtime! Lunchtime on the Clydesdale. What's going on, everybody? Thank you to our sponsor for the show today, Thirdzy. If you need to rest or recover, it is the ideal product for you. Use the code Jazzy to get 15% off, or go to thirdzy.com/Jazzy. There we go. Corey with the jazz hands. And
I'm here for it.
percent off that way. So Jake giving us his dual language-ish whatever. So we're becoming permanent co-host. Well, I still want to use this as a way to like come on alone occasionally. Absolutely. But we've been trying to talk about stuff all week, and because of other factors, we keep getting cut short. And so I felt like we never, ever got our conversations finished. And it is a lot easier with a co-host. I will say a lot easier. And I really enjoy Corey's company. So there it is. Or as he's known in the world, the cowboy.
Thanks, Debbie.
So with that, the other day, we talked about the story of Lego.
Yes.
And at the end of that story, I told you that I was building the Breaking Bad meth lab.
So excited.
Right. So I have to show you something. So here's the box that the Breaking Bad meth lab came in.
Bro.
So it's the mobile meth lab from Breaking Bad. So I'm going to... Can you see?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Where's it at? Here, the age. It is for children 6 and older. You can build your own mobile meth lab. Children 6 and older. Get your mobile meth lab now. Are you kidding me?
So full disclosure, today is my daughter's birthday. She just turned 8. And what is she is not getting for her birthday is a Lego meth lab. That's just not taking place. It's just not a thing. Holy smokes, dude. What the heck?
Can you believe?
That's got to be like a standard thing they put on a box, right? Like it's 6 and up because it's not Duplo, it's not the big blocks, right? So it's
you're
like
not going to choke on the pieces, but you may die from the meth.
You may die from the meth. Oh my God, dude! You know what? Yes.
Lego meth lab.
Yeah.
Base show coming soon. Buffalo Bills well from Silence of the Lambs.
Complete with the little.
Put the lotion in the basket.
It's the lotion in the basket.
Oh, if they make Buffalo Bills well from Silence of the Lambs, I will be the first in line.
And there'll like a mirror right outside of it, like the full length mirror.
So I will tell you, like Legos are my therapy. It's what kind of gets my mind off of other things, and 100%. It's just a sense of accomplishment, right? And so, damn it, Wayne. So I've put together a third of it so far, and it starts with the meth table and the blue meth. So it's all the components to make the meth, and then the tray of blue meth at the end. And then you build the RV around that. So I've got all the chemical, the chemistry set and the blue meth already built.
I don't. That's kind of putting the cart before the horse, isn't it? Like, I feel like you have to have the RV first before you can ever start making meth. I mean, you have to have the location. Like, I understand what they're doing, but like, it's kind of backwards there.
There's flag.
Probably so, Travis. We probably get a flag from that. Yeah.
Scott, could you create a CrossFit Games Lego set? So I did put together a gym. They made a gym set. I've put that together. A dense, I do 1,000-piece puzzles, but to each his own. So that Lego set is 1,000 pieces. So it's just like a puzzle. You're clicking it together. Are we talking about Heisenberg? We in fact are.
The Lego version.
Yeah. What's next? The Barbie brothel?
Does it come with the Lego Heisenberg with Injustice draws from like the very first episode when he's running around? Because that would be fantastic. It does
have the yellow suits, but I don't see the skivvies, man. And I told my daughter, like, what I want for Christmas is her to make me an itty bitty pair of briefs to hang off the mirror.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah. So, but anyway, if just so people know, like, Breaking Bad is my favorite show. My dog is named Walter White. I love the show, and I saw a Lego set for the Home Alone house. Yeah, that does exist.
That's got to be ginormous.
Yeah, but those, when you could talk about like those big ones, like you're talking like $800, $900 for a set
for some Legos.
Yeah,
for some stuff that if you really wanted to, you could make a spaceship out of it.
Right. Right, but they have some like big ones. Like my nephew just did the Daily Bugle from Spider-Man, like the whole like, and it came with like 28 little people, and yeah, crazy. The underground gay haunt scene, complete with glory holes and poppers. All right.
The Canadian border.
Okay, Clydesdale, I need 90-minute show to get me to finish my 5-hour drive to the Canadian border this morning. Is Ken delivering blue meth to the Canadians?
I don't think the Canadians can handle blue meth, but if that's what he's doing, I mean, more power to him.
Jay Birch, as a chemistry teacher at one time, I've had all the Breaking Bad questions.
Oh, I bet.
And he lives in Texas. It's awful close to that Mexican border.
100%. 100%. Oh, he's going to see his mom.
Is that what they call the meth house now? Mom's house?
Going to mom's house.
When you get pulled over by the authorities?
Like having a bar called the library.
There's one here in Columbus, exactly titled the library. It's right outside off of OSU campus, Ohio State University campus.
There used to be one in Thibodeau, and then there was now it's a restaurant. There's a restaurant right by my house called the library. Pretty good.
Clock, did you also like Better Call Saul? I did. I will say it was a little slow season 1 and 2, but then I thought after that it was as good as Breaking Bad. Jake made a Lord of the Rings set once. It was missing an elf. It was Legoless.
Huh? Dad jokes for days. Shout out to Mr. Jake Chapman for being the UK's representative for Coaches Congress now. Like it's all official. Good for him.
The man is moving and grooving.
He is. Well deserved, man. If there's somebody who loves and preaches, lives by the methodology on that side of the pond, he is definitely a good one to pick to be that be in that leadership role. Good job, dude.
So the next thing I was going to talk about is, Yesterday, in our conversation about what is elite fitness, I made a mention that my first ever workout was Murph.
Yes, you
I
did.
have gotten some blowback from some people saying that that is irresponsible of a gym to allow Murph to be my first ever workout. And I'm like, if you saw the version I did, like, it's not irresponsible at all. And so I said yesterday that if you wanted to know what the version was, CrossFit actually did a documentary on me in 2020. It's out on YouTube. I'm going to show a clip from that that shows the Murph and how I did it. This video was done in a very dark time in my life, where I was just coming off several back procedures. Things were not awesome, but it's out there. It's called The Wind of Change. It's on CrossFit's YouTube. And I'll go ahead and share that now. So.
Look at that guy.
It was 11/11/11. What better day to have as your day one than the date that's all ones? And then the workout that was on their board was Murph. What was going through your head in reality?
I got you.
Bringing me into this.
I knew if I had you consistently work out for 3 minutes or more, I knew that you would be excited about it. That I was not hesitant or scared or frightened about you coming in and seeing me.
I was scared.
I was confident for you. So just like any other class, like, we're going to scale it down for this guy. No problem. Like, he'll be fine. When we built our relationship as neighbors and you were a competitive swimmer and all that kind of stuff, when I knew that, when you were working out for 2 or 3 minutes, I saw this glow come over you, and I was like, done.
I told him that I wanted to be an athlete again. And he said, "You are an athlete. We just got to bring it out." I went all at it. I did.
So,
As overhead mobility.
So you can see that my Murph at that time, when I first went to a CrossFit gym, was walking as fast as I could back and forth across the gym, and then doing 5 pull-ups on the ring rows, 10 push-ups on a bar elevated up off the floor, and then 15 squats down to a box and stand up. And I did that for 10 rounds. So I didn't do like the number of reps of Murph. I didn't do the mile runs. I didn't wear a vest. I had plenty of weight on. I didn't need to add extra at that moment. And that's how I did it at 500 pounds.
Let me say something to people who might have been telling you that was irresponsible. If they'd have made you do Murph, allowed you to do Murph, whatever, as written, you never would have came back.
No.
And it would right now.
As you can hear him talk, that's Marcus. He was my coach. He was my neighbor at the time. The documentary goes in. The documentary is really about how we met and how he pulled me to the CrossFit gym as a guy over 500 pounds. That's really what the story is of the documentary. It just so happens that that first time was Murph. Right. And so he was trying to light a spark in me. He knew that if I could just get the feeling that I could accomplish something and that I could do it in a way that was fun, that he had me hooked. And that's what happened. Right.
He got you in the door, got you moving, got you, like he said, I am certain you being a competitive swimmer for most of your life at that point, right? Oh, wait, I can do stuff again. Holy shit. Yeah, dude, that's fantastic. I live for that kind of stuff. You do not, if you just go, especially if you get somebody just drops in, somebody just randomly decides to, hey, I want to try this CrossFit stuff. You don't get to pick what the workout is whenever you show up. You don't know nothing about cherry picking at the time. So whatever's on the board, that's what you're doing. And it's up to the coach. It's on the coach. It's on the coach's responsibility, excuse me, to make sure that it gets done safely for that person, especially if it's their first time in there. God forbid, but especially if they're 500 pounds. You need to know how are we going to attack this today? It doesn't even matter that you were 500 pounds. I got a dude that just started back with us who is probably 270, somewhere up in that area, and he's my height. Probably he might have an inch or two on me. And I had him Wednesday morning. I had to make sure that we got a good workout and he did not overdo it and hurt himself, because it doesn't matter what it is. Whether it's Murph or whether it's a workout I did Wednesday morning, which was not Murph by any stretch of imagination, you can still hurt yourself if allowed to.
Well,
and that guy's never coming back.
And I think the back to the argument of yesterday, that was day one of my journey on the the elite fitness road, right?
Yep.
And 18 months after that, I did body weight pull-ups, I did full air squats, I did full push-ups, and I ran both miles, and I did it all in an hour. 18 months after being 500 pounds, I did that. I didn't do it with a vest, so I can't say I did it RX, but I did it. I did everything body weight, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats. So what it did is it got me on that journey to elite fitness with a goal in mind of completing this in a way that really made me feel accomplished. And that 18 months later, when I was running that last mile, like I started sobbing because I could not believe how far I had come in such a short amount of time with CrossFit. Like it saved my life. And all of that came like flooding over me right there in that moment.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so. You felt something. Holy shit. I'm not going to die. I found something. I'm not going to die. I'm going to see my kid grow up. I'm going to be with my wife for this is it. Dude, that's an amazing feeling, right? Like, holy shit, there is an answer. There is something for me. Dude, that's amazing in and of itself.
And there's so many things that happen in that beginning time frame, like getting your first body weight pull up, getting your first 24-inch box jump, like where you're over the freaking moon that your body's capable of doing those things. And I don't know another fitness methodology that gives you that pushes you to that. And that's why in my mind, when I hear elite fitness, I look at CrossFit as that. I may not be an elite athlete yet, but it is elite fitness because it is pushing me beyond my boundaries to do things that I have never, ever done before.
When they say forging elite fitness, that's the same thing I'm thinking of. Is that compared to, yes, once you get within it, there are levels to it, 100%. I am pretty damn fit for my age group. I am not Jason Hopper by any stretch of imagination. But compared to what's going on outside, I am elite. I know people my age that look like they're 60 because they don't do it at all. I walk my dog twice a day. Good for you. Good for you. They look at me like I'm man, how do you do that? Because I want to. Because I want to be able to chase my 8-year-old around. Because I want to be able to do all of these crits. Like, I think it's cool. That's why I want to fight for my life for the rest of it. Like, and I found a way to do that. So can you. So can anyone else. That's elite.
So I actually, I was texting with Tyler after the show yesterday.
Good. Tell him to unblock me on freaking Instagram.
And so we just had, basically saying all this was in good fun. Yeah. And it actually created a great talking point and discussion about what is elite fitness and where do you go from here, there. And so like, I listen to them every week. I wasn't trying to like throw shade. It was just,
no, not at all.
When you're in the off season, you're trying to find topics to talk about. And I thought that was a great topic to talk about as we're seeing what CrossFit's trying to do with their campaigns or their reels. And in the response to that, what I wanted to ask you is, can you sum up CrossFit in a 90-second reel?
No.
The more I thought about this overnight, like, I think that is an impossible task. And I know, like, people are lauding Hiller and Coffee Pods and Wads and Matt Souza for putting together that reel that's like, it's something, have fun, don't die.
Be safe, have fun, don't die. It's a movie. It's a movie trailer that's coming out that they kind of like laid over the CrossFit stuff over it.
And so where I don't think that sums it up either. I don't think that sums up my journey on the road to getting to CrossFit and becoming healthy. I don't think that speaks to that population of CrossFit. And I think that's where we have a hard time. There, every walk of life walking through those doors to a CrossFit gym, and you can't speak to everybody at once in one reel.
No. Think about this, Scott. What's the one of the running tropes for CrossFitters? What's like the one rule about CrossFit? You have to talk about it, right? Because I can talk somebody's head off about it, and it's going to last a whole lot longer than 90 seconds because there's so much to it. Because there's so many different things we could talk about. When I get somebody new in the gym that I'm coaching for the first time, I have to pull back to not flood them with so much information at once. I have to pull back to go, hey, you know what? I just want you to come here tomorrow. Keep showing up. And as we go, I will give you more, and I will give you more, and I will give you more, and I will give you more. Right now, just show up. That's all I want to do. I have to pull myself back because, yeah, absolutely, Jenny. It's the opposite of Fight Club. The one rule about it is that you have to talk about it. Because if you don't, like you said, a 90-second reel, it's going to look cool. It'll be flashy. It might be funny. It'll get people engaged with that reel on social media. But it's not going to tell you what it actually is. You might get an idea of part of what it is because you're going to see all its highlights.
Well, and pulling me into the CrossFit gym took my neighbor having a conversation with me and actually tricking me into doing other things before we got to the gym.
He's a good coach.
Right. And like I said yesterday, I had no idea what CrossFit was before I walked into that door that day. And the piece that kind of is missing, I haven't watched the full doc in a while because, again, wasn't a great time in my life when we filmed it. And I will go back and watch it this weekend, but it's only 10 minutes. I don't know why I'm putting it off. But the community that day, like the other members of that gym that loved on me that day, that was a major factor. To be accepted for my version of it, and for them to like high five me and congratulate me and give me props during that time was immense. And you can't capture that feeling in a reel.
No. When
you've been living almost a recluse life because you're embarrassed about where you've gotten to in life, and you go to a gym, which is probably the most feared place for you as a 500-pound person, and people are high-fiving you for what you're doing, like, holy shit, that was a complete game changer.
And you're in that mentality too, where you're just like, well, I only did this and they don't care.
Right. Exactly. That is exactly it.
But we don't want to hear. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to hear. But I really, really don't. When I am coaching and I get somebody who needs to be scaled and for whatever reason, and I nail it. And they're laying on the ground at the end of it, just like everybody else is. And I come, dude, you just killed that. Well, I mean, but I only, no. I don't want, well, I mean, I don't want, but only, I don't want none of that. Take it, accept it. You just killed that. You did a version of what everybody else did, and you just smashed it. You got a good workout in. You just spent an hour taking care of yourself, doing something good for you. That's amazing. You should be proud of that. get up, get off my floor. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, clean up your sweat.
Yeah.
Move along. And never once did I feel like pushed out the door or hurried out the door, or if I had questions, they were always asked or answered. And yeah,
the only time it's jokingly, and it's been like tomorrow morning, I coach 7 and 8. And when 7 a.m. gets done and like 8 a.m. is fixing to start, I'm like, hey, I love every single one of y'all. I need y'all to go that way. You can go lay on the floor on that side of the floor if you want. I'm perfectly fine with that. I just need this floor space right now so I can start this next class.
Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to clarify all of that from yesterday, that nobody 100%. Was irresponsible in the making of me.
No.
I didn't die. I had fun. I was safe. So yeah. Another thing I wanted to bring up is, I can't remember if you were on the show or not, but there was a day where I was talking about the WFP swim event and how it being a 500 meter swim. I think you were on that day.
Yeah.
And I was I was talking about how aggressive the time cap was. Well, Lucy Campbell made a story talking about the swim event, and I just want to play it because I don't know if she's talking about me or what. And then she says something that confirms what I said. So here's her story. And the story's no longer available.
Oh, of course it isn't.
Isn't that awesome?
This is the most professional show on YouTube.
Son of a gun. Well, anyway, she talks about that there's a lot of people talking about the times for this 500, and some have it way too slow, some have it way too fast. And she said only a couple people have it right in that like 5 second ish range of what she might do. And then she says it's hard for her to really know because a 500 meter swim is not a real event. And I think I talked about that day.
You did say that.
She said that her whole life, it was either 400 meters or 800 meters. There was never a 500 meter.
Right.
And so anyway, I was going to share that, but so much for that. So yeah, that's what I was trying to prove, Craig, that I actually kind of knew what I was talking about.
Yeah. As it turns out, you did swim quite a bit.
Yeah. And I actually swam those events.
Yeah. Didn't do that's what you did.
Train all of, I saw it, Scott, and thought of you. Well, thank you. So it did prove that I knew what I was talking about a little bit.
At least an idea. Got an idea.
I'm just curious to know if she thinks I was close or not to her time. Because I've never seen her swim other than at the games in 23. And so I don't know what her times ever were for those, like a 400 or an 800. If I knew those, I could probably get pretty close.
I would imagine.
But
math at that point.
Yeah. But I'm not concerned about her. I'm concerned about the rest of the field.
Correct.
Especially now that we've got Jimmy Schmitz from down the street now participating. Troy McClure.
Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from subbing in for what's his name?
I think we're up to like 12 or 13.
The list. Spin had a list, and it's not the whole list.
Yeah, it was 8 or 10 when he put the list out. It had Hopper on it. It had Sturt and Semenza, but it did not have Hatfield or Jay Crouch. So,
yeah. Holly hit me up yesterday, and that's what she said. What is it? It's I keep saying Troy McClure because that's all I can think of. But whatever his name is, again, somebody I have absolutely no idea who that dude is.
Right.
Like never heard his name at a regional at or whatever you want to call them now, the sectional sanctionals, CrossFit sanctioned events. Like never heard that dude's name before, and now all of a sudden he's taking Jay Crouch's place. Who I don't know if y'all know this or not. Jay Crouch is fairly fit.
Yeah. Yeah, he was what, top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
What, maybe 7th? Did I see? I don't know.
He was up there for certain. Turns out he doesn't want to fly from Australia to Copenhagen 3 days before Christmas, which is so weird. I don't understand why anybody would not want to do that.
So I want to ask you this question because
I'm not going. I'm not taking a backfill. Sorry, I got my own thing going on the week before that.
This is the only piece of WFP we're going to talk about because literally Savon hit it at all, right?
Right.
You keep saying that who wants to go there during Christmas? But they keep saying we want to be professional athletes, right? Am I correct that the NBA plays on Christmas?
NFL does too.
NFL plays on Christmas. I think even the NHL plays on Christmas.
I have no idea. I don't watch hockey, but sure.
I think they have no off season.
That too.
If the one season happened during Christmas, they would all be there because they need to be there, right?
Correct.
I think it's that there is no off season now. It used to be you would compete from February, you would do a tune-up with Wadapalooza, you would do the open in February, you'd be done by August. And then you'd have the off season to rest, recover, build strength, do whatever you need to do. Now with WFP, you have nothing off. You are competing all year long. My thought process is there's only one or two ways to pivot and get out of this with a viable league. And that is use the dead time between the last semifinal and the games to do a tune-up event, or and it kind of was coming up with Jethro with Savon. I actually thought about this last night, and that is have a spectacle like you have all this travel money that you're letting people go all over the world with. Take the contract money, make a huge prize purse, and do a traveling spectacle that after each city, you do one or two events in each city, and it has different like topographical elements that you can do different styles of CrossFit in.
Right.
And then you eliminate X number of people after every city.
Bracket style.
And then all of the money goes to like first, second, and third.
You mean like a regular comp?
But you pay for their travel to go from city to city to do this.
It's a traveling show. It's the WWE.
And it's like episode TV. Like you watch Zurich and it's an hour long. Right? And then in the next couple days you watch Berlin and it's an hour long. Not these like marathon weekends of tour stops. Does that make
sense? It's like the WWE. No, I absolutely understand what you're saying.
Well, except for it's not scripted.
Except it's not scripted and it's not every traveling service. Yes, Jenny, that's the other thing I was thinking of. But it's smaller events. It's not as often as WWE, right? WWE's like 3 nights a week at this point. Something like that, but it's smaller events, like you said, over a time period, paid out the top 3 people, and then you move on. That's a traveling show. It's a traveling circus. It's the WWE, whatever you want to call it. I mean,
Travis says the majority don't have kids, can't use Christmas as an excuse. They just don't want to do it. One, how many NFL players have kids? How many NBA players have kids? And they still go play?
They getting paid to play.
Andrew Sten, their off season is whenever they make it. That used to be the case. I don't think it is with WFP now. If you are contractually obligated.
Well, I see what Stan's saying. They're off season whenever they make it. Haley's off seasons right now because she ain't going.
True.
Same thing with the other ones that dropped out. No. This is going to be my off season. Period. Because why? Because the Open starts in February, and that matters more.
Kevin Doyle, do they still get the full value of their contracts if they skip Copenhagen? Nothing has been revealed about the first year of contracts or the pay structure, but I have heard that all of their contracts were based on tour stops 1 and 2, with the finals being a prize purse for points overall at the end of the season, but not anything in your contract. If you went to 1 and 2, you got the full gamut. Travis, you'd think the contract would say you have to do all 3 events. I don't think it does. I think it only says you have to do the first 2.
Stop using logic, Travis. You know better than that.
The American Gladiator Dinner Roadshow. I love it. Well, I think it would be taken a little more seriously than that. I don't want it to be gimmicky. I think you can do like fun outdoor events in different places or at a different location where it is CrossFit and still be legit, but not make it like a whole weekend of viewing. Make it an hour of viewing or 2 hours at tops.
So make it reps ahead.
No, that's not legit, dude.
I'm not saying it's legit, but like that's the time frame you're looking at.
That's even shorter.
Yeah, because it was done in between events. But if you're gonna, you'd be better off scaling that up than trying to scale back with everything back to what they already have going on.
So Jethro was making a good point, and I don't want to like steal his ideas, but I'm going to say like the challenge events on MTV. It started out as Road Rules and the Real World, and they would have the Road Rules Real World Challenge, and then that got cut just to the challenge, and then every episode is 1 hour, and they show like how you get to the final event, and then the final event is a head-to-head. Whoever loses goes home. And so it doesn't have to be gimmicky. It can be a hard test with maybe like you all do it. The top 18 of 20 move on, and the bottom 2 fight to see who goes home in a one event thing, right? So you're adding excitement to it that isn't traditional in the CrossFit game sense, because now you're differentiating yourself, but it becomes event TV instead of a whole weekend of trying to find the fittest. We already have the thing that finds the fittest. Let's find something that's fun and they can make some money at.
Yeah, right.
I would certainly watch a comp in early mid-July with first 20 athletes that missed out on going to the games. That's a possibility too.
Absolutely. I would watch that. It'd be fun to watch. It's I'm trying to think of a good comparison here, but it's watching the guys that are probably going to be next up in the next year or two go against each other, right? Give you a better grasp on the season going forward, right? Because these people are already going to the games. These are people that almost made the games for whatever reason, right?
Right.
And so like now this is like the Challenger series, like they're coming up. These are the guys that are trying to get to where these guys that are competing in the next couple of weeks are going. I would watch that. If it was on YouTube.
Ideally, I would say you take like 2 weeks and you film it all and then you release it as a television show with NDAs. But we have proven in this space that nobody can keep their mouth shut.
It's just not a thing.
Everybody here is talking about the millions NFL players getting. That's why they play on Christmas. Dude, that is not what motivates athletes. Athletes want to win. Money is a factor. Don't get me wrong, but it is not the sole motivation what takes athletes to competition. There's a gene inside them that they want to go prove that they can beat everybody there.
Prime example of money not mattering is guys like Peyton Manning and Drew Brees, who restructured contracts in order to pay the linemen that were protecting them so that they could win football games or had a better shot at winning football games. They were still getting paid, absolutely, but they were willing to take less to make sure that they had the parts in place to make sure that they got what they needed so that they could win games. Period.
Travis, can't really say NFL players make millions in comparison. They didn't get that kind of money for years. They had a job, they did it. And if you didn't show up, someone else would take your place.
Every single time. Look at the walkouts, dude. Like the strike years and whatnot. They played with whoever showed up.
Yeah.
It didn't matter.
And some of those strike players earned a spot on the real roster. That means somebody lost their job.
Yeah. That kind of stuff is the same thing to me as people are like, I'm not going this year. Okay, don't. Cool. Good for you, buddy. There's 15 guys behind you who are trying desperately to get to the games. You just gave one of them a spot.
Yeah. Exactly, Mike. Shane Falco for life.
Scars heal. Bruises fade. Scars heal. Or chicks did scars. Glory lasts forever.
Yeah. He's the heart, man. He's the heart. I just watched that like a week ago.
I need to watch it again. I haven't seen it forever. Fantastic.
So good. So good. That's about all I want to talk about WFP today.
Good.
So
I'm over it.
Yep.
I'm so over it.
Last thing I wanted to talk to you about is I watched the movie Playdate on Prime.
Oh yeah,
with Reacher.
Yeah.
Alan Richson, is that his name?
Alan Richson, yeah.
And Kevin James.
Kevin James.
I have to tell you, it may be the dumbest movie I've ever seen, but I don't know if I've laughed as much as I have. I laughed as much as I did like during Dumb and Dumber.
Ooh.
Or like a good old Adam Sandler movie. Like it has that like,
hey, you had me there.
That kind of feel to it. Like the critics hate it. It is, but
I never listened to
my
critics.
wife and I could not stop laughing.
Yeah. I never listen to critics. Critics and Rotten Tomatoes both can kiss my ass. I don't listen to either one of them. Like if something looks good to me, I'm gonna check it out. If I like it, cool. If I don't, moving right along with my life. It's not that important. It's certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't care. You know how many movies I've seen that are certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes that sucked or put me to sleep within the first 20 minutes? Like, no, thank you.
Yeah, my wife always comes at me with, well, it won an Academy Award. And I'm like, how many Academy Award winners have we watched that we hated?
Yeah,
a lot. Yeah,
a lot. I said some of it's just boring, dude. Like, I'm good. I want to be entertained. I don't want some long, drawn out thing where I got to kind of figure out what's happening and whatnot. Like, give me a direct story. Give me a storyline. Make me laugh. Make me excited. Make me cry. Whatever. That's perfectly fine. But at least give me something. All these, it's a moody, atmospheric thriller. Fuck you. I'm not watching. I'm turning it off. I don't want.
Why I wanted to tell you about it is because I know Dumb and Dumber is one of your top 5 movies of all time.
My wife's favorite movie of all time. Therefore,
so,
one of my favorite movies of all time.
What's unique about this movie is Kevin James actually is the straight man.
Yeah.
And Alan Richson is the comedic. And he you know how like in those movies you have to overact?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you don't overact, it doesn't
play well. Yeah.
He goes all in.
I love it.
All in. And it is definitely I highly recommend it as a watch.
Love it. No, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
So Playdate with Mark Wahlberg, highly not recommend. Playdate.
I'll probably end up
Richardson.
Mark Wahlberg.
Highly recommend.
Said it again. So we're going to watch Wicked 2 tomorrow.
You'll have to tell me about it next week because I'm not going. And I
My
shouldn't
daughters.
act that way because I actually like I go to the theater. I watch musicals. Like they can be really good.
I was telling Jennifer this a while back. Whoever, so it's based on Wizard of Oz, right? And like it's all around there. Whoever came up with that story, like took L. Frank Baum's book or the movie, whatever, and then was like, how did Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West, get to be who she is? And like put all that stuff together and wrote all the music for it and whatnot, did a phenomenal job. They really did. Like it's worth the hype. No, I want to. Travis, is it good? Because it looks good.
I have heard it is just like the book, and I love the book. Mary Shelley's original Frankenstein is so freaking good as a book. Oh no.
Yeah.
So like Frankenstein's been bastardized over the years into this
so many times.
The green guy with the square head. That's not really like what the book is.
No, it's a story about humanity.
Too artsy for him.
I didn't know Travis could read.
Yeah. He didn't read the book. I think I was forced to read it in college.
Probably.
I don't think I picked it up just like, hey,
just out of the blue.
I'm gonna read Frankenstein today. That's just not me. I was probably forced to read it at some point. So
I knew it.
I can't, Corey. Hence, I didn't read the book. Duh. There it is.
I knew it. I knew it. Oh man. No, I want to check it out. I'll probably watch it. If it is, like Travis says, where it's too artsy and like the pacing's weird and shit like that, I have no problem turning it off halfway through.
I'll try to watch it this weekend. And since I have read the book and just see like, is it really close to the book or is it too artsy or whatever? Right. Sometimes I like artsy, but it has to be done well. So Kevin Doyle, Sean Penn is class in one battle after another. I don't even think.
Oh, that's the what's his face movie. Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, worked out this morning. Yes, Leonardo DiCaprio. Travis going to get his workout in. We had one you'd probably be interested in this morning there, Scott. We did Regionals Linda from 2018.
Oh,
3 barbells to death, baby.
That's the first workout I ever judged live on the floor. Saved Taylor Detman. What was she before that? Life like a bunch of times as she was missing bench presses. Had to keep lifting it off her chest. But it's one I've always wanted to do. Jamie actually does that every New Year's Day.
This was the first time I've ever done it. Like, Brandon put the programming out last week, and I'm kind of scrolling through, seeing what all the Metcons look like and whatnot, like not just the regular conditioning pieces. I get to Friday, and it goes, Regionals Linda. And I was like, oh, all righty then. Here we go. Because I am a huge fan of barbells. So the worst part about it, honestly, was picking up everything after I was done. So I had like 45s all over the place. I had 3 barbells, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it was pretty fun, I got to say. Moving just one thing to the next, one thing to the next, one thing to the next. I was aerobically taxed way more than I thought I would be. Like trying to catch my breath. Like squat clean, put it down, step over. And they're like, oh shit, this is a 295-pound barbell. I'm about to deadlift. I need to catch my breath before I start doing sets, dude. Smokes.
Yeah, it's amazing how much you feel it laying back on the bench press.
Yeah. I would do, they did a set of 7 or whatever it is. I'm like, okay, I got 7 bench press. and I'd sit on the bench, and I'd lay back, and I'd be like, I don't want to move. Like, I don't want to pick this thing up off the.
I think that's actually a factor in the whole workout. The fact that you get to lay down, but you still have to work.
Yeah.
And you got to fight through that urge to not want to work out.
The bench press was, I'm not a big bench guy. Couldn't even tell you what my 1 rep max is. The last time I tested it was 265, which is the same as Alex Gazan's.
Yeah.
That was several years ago, but I managed to hold on to all of them unbroken this morning. And some of them, once it got past the 5, like I got into the round of 5, it wasn't as bad. But like the set of 10 and get to 9 and kind of like fight through the 10. It was the same thing on the 9, same thing on the 8. Like the last one every single time wasn't getting me, but it was getting damn close. And then finally, when I got down to 5, I was like, okay, I can handle 5. I can handle 4. I can handle 3. And that wasn't terrible, but it was fun. It's the first time I've ever done any Linda, let alone, because I mean, it's not really practical to program in the gym with 3 barbells. It's kind of difficult to do, but
yeah,
that was fun. That's good stuff.
Well, the only thing I have left on my day is my daughter is flying in tonight.
Oh, yeah.
From Montana for the Thanksgiving holiday. So, super stoked about that.
Hell yeah.
And then next week, the schedule is going to get a little wonky. I don't know. I have ear, nose, and throat final consultation on Monday to determine surgery or no. And then I have pulmonologist on Tuesday, CAT scan of my voice box, and final consultation immediately following to determine what we're going to do with that. And then I'll know where I'm going medically from that point forward. But both of those are going to mess up Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, Micah Shoemaker is going to be on the show talking
Wednesday.
about Magic City semifinal, which is going to be a qualifier for the Masters athletes for the CrossFit Games. And then Thursday's Thanksgiving.
I will be tuned in on Wednesday.
I will be. Well, I might just have you on because you may have questions that I just don't. And then Thursdays, I think we're probably going to skip Thursday show.
I would say so.
And then Friday is my father's 90th birthday. My father-in-law's 90th birthday. So next week's going to be wonky. So please be patient. I'll try to get out a schedule. I'm not sure when we'll be on the air, when we won't. But we'll try to figure it out. We'll definitely be here Sunday night for at least a quick show. And then I'll try to feed you the schedule for the rest of the week. But thank you to Thirdzy for presenting this. Time to get back to work, you knuckleheads.
Code Jazzy.
And we will see everybody next time on Lunch with the Clydesdale. Peace.